Hey everyone, I'm your name, and let's face it, ever wish you could decode that human operating system? You know, understand why people do the things they do? These 19 psychological tricks are so simple, they feel like cheating, but they actually work, and they're backed by science. We're talking real deal, peer-reviewed, fascinating insights into the human psyche. Get ready to unlock levels of social interaction you never knew existed. Okay, first up, we're talking about the power of the pause. You know, you're making a point, you're laying down some serious wisdom. Hit the brakes. Pause. Silence can be a powerful tool, my friends. It makes people uncomfortable. They feel this urge to fill it. And guess what? They often fill it by agreeing with you or elaborating on your brilliant point. Next up, we're venturing into the cosmos of names. Yes, names. Those seemingly simple identifiers hold more power than you might think. Remember a person's name, use it in conversation, and watch the magic happen. See, when you use someone's name, it's like sending a signal directly to their brain, a little beacon saying, "Hey, I see you, you're important." It's a simple act, but it speaks volumes about respect, recognition, and connection. So the next time you're chatting with someone, remember the power you hold in simply using their name. Now, let's talk about mirroring. No, not the kind you find on your bathroom wall, but the kind you do with your body language. It's like a dance, a subtle way of building rapport without saying a word. When you subtly mirror someone's posture, their gestures, their energy, you're essentially speaking their language without even opening your mouth. Mirroring is kind of like that. You're reflecting back the other person's energy, creating a sense of harmony and understanding. Now the key here is subtlety. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're reflecting their energy in a way that feels natural and genuine. Alright, let's talk about a powerful word advice. When you ask someone for advice, you're acknowledging their expertise and inviting them to collaborate with you. Think about it. When scientists are grappling with a complex problem, they don't isolate themselves in their labs. They reach out, they collaborate, they seek advice from other brilliant minds. So the next time you're facing a challenge or need a fresh perspective, don't be afraid to ask for advice. This next trick is a classic, my friends, a tried and true method for getting that yes you've been hoping for. It's called the foot in the door technique, and it's all about starting small. You see, when you ask for a small favor, something easy to agree to, you're essentially opening a door in someone's mind. That's the foot in the door technique in action. You're building momentum, creating a sense of agreement and cooperation. And once that door is open, it's much easier to slide in that bigger request, the one you really wanted all along. Okay, let's talk about compliments, but not just any compliments. We're talking about compliments that are out of this world. Compliments that stick with someone long after you've said them. The secret ingredient? Observation. So, the next time you want to pay someone a compliment, take a moment to observe something specific about them, something that goes beyond the surface. It could be their taste in music, their unique perspective on a topic, or even a small act of kindness you witnessed. Now, this next trick is a bit counterintuitive, but trust me, it's a game changer. It's called the Doorframe technique, and it involves starting with a request you know will be rejected. Yes, you heard that right. You're intentionally setting yourself up for a no. So you present your big, audacious request, the one you know is a long shot. And when they inevitably say no, you come back with a smaller, more reasonable request, the one you actually wanted all along. Alright, let's talk about the power of a single word, because it's a word that can transform a simple request into a persuasive argument, a word that taps into our innate desire for justification. You see, when you provide a reason for your request, even if it's a small or seemingly insignificant reason, you increase your chances of getting a yes. So, the next time you need something, whether it's a favor from a friend or a decision in your favor at work, remember the power of because. It's a small word, but it can make a big difference in the art of persuasion. Okay, let's talk about handshakes. It's a simple gesture, a way of greeting someone, but it can say a lot about you. And when you combine it with the power of eye contact, you create a moment of connection, a spark of trust that can make all the difference. So the next time you shake someone's hand, make it count. Look them in the eye, convey your sincerity, and let that handshake be a symbol of the connection you're about to build. This next tip is all about the power of nonverbal communication, specifically the subtle art of nodding. You see, nodding isn't just a way of agreeing with someone, it's a way of subconsciously influencing their agreement. So, the next time you're trying to convey an idea or persuade someone to your point of view, remember the power of the nod. It's a small gesture, but it can have a big impact on how your message is received. Nodding can subtly encourage agreement and understanding. Let's talk about body language, that silent language that speaks volumes. When you adopt open body language, you're essentially sending a signal to the world that says, I'm approachable, I'm confident, I'm open to connection. So, stand tall, keep your shoulders relaxed, and maintain eye contact. Let your body language reflect the confidence and openness you want to project to the world. Open body language can make you more approachable and trustworthy. This next technique is all about becoming a master of conversation, of truly connecting with someone on a deeper level. It's called echoing, and it's deceptively simple, yet incredibly powerful. So, the next time you're engaged in a conversation, pay close attention to the words the other person is using. And every now and then, subtly echo those words back to them. It could be the last 2 or 3 words of their sentence, or a key phrase that seemed particularly important to them. Alright, let's dive into the fascinating world of reverse psychology. It's a technique that plays on our natural curiosity, our innate desire to prove ourselves and make our own decisions. So instead of telling someone what to do or why they should do it, try this. Hint that they might not be able to handle it, that it might be too challenging or too exclusive for them. This can pique their curiosity and motivate them to prove you wrong. This next principle is a powerful one, my friends. One that taps into our innate fear of missing out. It's called the Scarcity Principle, and it's all about highlighting the limited nature of something we desire. So, whether you're selling a product, promoting an event, or simply trying to get someone to see the value in what you're offering, remember the power of scarcity. Highlight the limited time nature of your offer, the exclusive access it provides, or the dwindling availability of something they desire. Scarcity can make something seem more valuable and desirable. Let's talk about control, or rather, the illusion of control. You see, people crave autonomy. They want to feel like they're in the driver's seat of their own lives. So instead of dictating what someone should do, give them options. Present them with choices, even if those choices are carefully curated to lead them towards the outcome you desire. Giving people a sense of control can make them more receptive to your ideas. Now, this next trick requires caution, my friends, a delicate touch both literally and figuratively. We're talking about the power of touch, a subtle way of enhancing persuasion and building rapport. A light touch on the arm can create a subtle connection, a moment of shared energy that can influence someone's perception of you. Now, a word of caution, touch is a powerful tool, and it should always be used respectfully and appropriately. A light touch on the arm during a conversation can be effective, but anything more than that can be misconstrued and should be avoided. This tip is all about strategic positioning, about using your surroundings to your advantage. Specifically, we're talking about how you position yourself during disagreements or difficult conversations. So, the next time you find yourself in a disagreement, instead of facing the person head-on, try sitting or standing beside them. This subtle shift in position can reduce the feeling of confrontation and create a more collaborative atmosphere. Strategic seating can make difficult conversations more productive. This next technique might seem counterintuitive, but trust me, it's a powerful way of increasing your chances of getting a yes. It's called the no first technique, and it's all about giving the other person a sense of control by letting them say no first. So, instead of leading with your main request, start by asking a question you know they'll likely answer with a no. This initial no can actually make them more likely to say yes to your next request. The no first technique can make your main request more appealing. Okay, let's talk about the power of silence, a tool often underestimated in the realm of negotiation. You see, silence can be your secret weapon, a way of creating tension and prompting the other party to reveal their hand. So, in the midst of a negotiation, after you've made your offer or counteroffer, resist the urge to fill the silence. Let it hang there, heavy and pregnant with possibility. The first person to break the silence often reveals their weakness, their willingness to concede. So there you have it, 19 psychological tricks that can transform your social interactions. The real secret? These tricks work not because they're manipulative, but because they tap into how humans are wired to think and feel. When you use them ethically, you're not manipulating, you're connecting better. Try just one of these today, and watch the reactions. Comment below which trick surprised you the most, or which one you'll try first. And if you love content that makes your brain sharper and your life easier, hit subscribe, smash that like, and I'll see you in the next Mind Hack video.